Hi everybody, this is Mr. Rojan making a violin video for you today. You just had a great violin class on holding the bow, and we really reviewed in detail holding with the pencil. I would like for you to go back and review the pencil bow hold from the previous video, and then I'd like you to have your bow out. Now, you did a great job today in class, but I do want to review that the thumb is going to go underneath, but not all the way through. So you can see from this angle that the thumb is just basically touching underneath that screw. These inside fingers are going to come down and chomp over pretty deeply, certainly not up there, not all the way down so they grip underneath like that, but they're going to cover most of the frog. The pinky can be touching the top. For me, it's right as that black piece is up there, and the index finger can curl down at this middle knuckle. I guess it's the first knuckle actually, over what we call the grip. If you put your bow on your left shoulder, you'll have a little bit of a box. The box will be with the bow at the middle of the bow, not at the frog and not at the tip. So you see, 1 angle, 2 angles, 3 angles, 4 angles. You don't have to get out a protractor and measure for 90 degrees, but you can see that there's a box versus a triangle or even a little bit of an obtuse triangle there. So that's your bow angle. The pattern we learned today was called Mississippi down up. The mi in Mississippi is down towards the floor. Mississippi down up. You want to play it with me? Bow on the shoulder, left shoulder. Look at that bow shape. Ready? Go. Mississippi down up. Again. Go. Mississippi down up. Before we set up again, I'd just like you to spy through your little hole here to make sure that you can see. Don't collapse the hand there. You certainly don't want that. Set it up. Again, check for your box. Mississippi down up. Ready? Go. Mississippi down up. Hold out the tip. Do a couple bow exercises, stirring the pot. Little tiny Fruit Loops. I'll stand this way. You can do some windshield wipers with me. Hair towards the ceiling to inspect your bumpy thumb. Hair towards the floor to inspect your pinky. Windshield wipers back and forth. The hand is always keeping that great form. You can do some helicopter liftoffs. Now you can pick up your violin and go to rest position. When you're in rest position with your violin, you could even have your bow in any kind of free-form bow that you want. See how that works? So the violin is on the left side and the bow is in the right hand. The tricky part now is you have to be able to set up the violin with one hand. Your left hand is the only one that's free. So your feet together, V, side step, rock back and forth, hold it out, and then you can flip and set it onto your left shoulder like that. I'm going to be keeping my left hand right here. Now, I have to be able to kind of make my doggy so I can either use my left or mom and dad can help you. What I do is I can kind of make an instant doggy, but I'll set it up, okay? It's the tricky part. If you get this far while you're practicing after a couple days, you're already doing a great job. But notice that I've put the bow on the E string toward the middle. I'm not over here and I'm not all the way at the tip. The middle is where I get my box. 1, 2, 3, 4. See how that works? I'll play a couple Mississippi down ups. Listen first. Mississippi down, up, again. You can join in with me. Ready, go. 1, 2, ready, go. You can do that a couple times at home to get a good clear sound. I'm putting the bow on the Heifetz highway. As I mentioned in class, Heifetz is somebody Mr. Rossi and I both really admire as a violinist and artist, amazing. And the highway is right between the bridge and the fingerboard. So that's where you want to put the bow in order to get your best sound. On the E string again. Now we can rock over to the A string, which means that the elbow gets slightly higher, just slightly, to rock over to the A string. And once you get that, you're ready for twinkle. Listen. E. One, two, three, A string. You can see from this angle here that I still have that open hand. That's what you want as you're bowing, Okay? So I'm not going to practice Twinkle with you in this video. I want you to kind of explore it on your own. But what I do want to really emphasize is that box technique on the Heifetz Highway with the beautifully shaped doggy. So for next class, see if you can get through a Mississippi down up Twinkle. I'll perform it for you once. Here's the whole thing. Bow is toward the middle. I have my box. No poison, of course. Left foot forward, balancing. Okay, I hope you love the violin this week. Enjoy it, have fun, work hard. I'll see you in class. Thanks for practicing.